Alright, what's going on everybody? So I just got finished watching the first episode of Akudama Drive, an anime made in the collaboration between Studio Period and Tokyo Games. A couple of staff worked on the Danganronpa games, and most of you probably already know many of the series that Studio Period has already worked on in the past. This first episode was very entertaining, and it contained a lot of great action scenes and even a little bit of mystery. When I first watched the trailer for the series, I was immediately intrigued by the visuals, the plot, and the setting. Akudama Drive takes place in a far future where Japan has been divided after a war between Kanto and Kansai. After the war, the police and the government lost control over Kansai to criminals known as the Akudama. The first episode, which I assume is named after the movie 7, doesn't really tell us a lot of this history. Instead, we're able to see this through how the Akudama are going around freely committing crimes. Later on in the episode, we see just how much control the police force has lost over Kansai. I appreciate that they didn't try to force feed us exposition, whether through character dialogue or a brief opening crawl. The world of Akudama Drive looks incredible. This is truly Studio Period at their best. This isn't the first time that I've seen them bring a futuristic world to life, as they did a great job bringing Divine Gate to life back in 2016. The animation and action in general in this episode was really good, and I will always appreciate when studios aren't afraid to dynamically move the camera around in certain scenes. Besides the visuals, the character designs and the intros to the characters were excellent. I could definitely tell that one of the character designers for Danganronpa worked on this thing. In terms of the characters themselves, we got introduced to several of the Akudama in this episode, as well as a nice girl who seems to have really bad luck. I won't dive deep into specifics as I don't want to spoil the episode for those who haven't seen it, but essentially most of the Akudama are sent a message to rescue a guy named Cutthroat from execution, and in exchange they'll get 100 million in yen. One thing that I liked is how we really see just how bad Kansai has gotten as the police are publicly executing people and almost making an event out of it. I think it's worth mentioning that we don't get the names of any of the Akudama and that they're referred to by the nature of their crime, occupation, or skill set. We're introduced to the courier, brawler, doctor, hacker, hoodlum, and the cutthroat. We don't get the name of the girl either, but all of these characters seem to have been brought together by this mysterious black cat, as we learn by the end of the episode. Nevertheless, the introductions to each character were great and conveyed the personality of every character. Before I close out this review, I also like to point out just how cool the transitions were in this episode. As the show transitioned from scene to scene, the background came in piece by piece. Based on the first episode, I think it's safe to assume that the presentation will be high quality throughout. Here's just hoping that Studio Period doesn't drop the ball anywhere. The next episode, which I assume is titled after the film Reservoir Dogs, will likely dive into why the Akudama were brought together. Maybe we'll learn more about what seems to have happened with this girl who has gotten herself into a dangerous situation. Overall, I thought that this was a very entertaining first episode. Let me know what you guys think about Akudama Drive in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed watching the video, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.